What's up, guys? I'm back. Sorry for the brief break. Just got caught up in school and everything. Wrapping up the year, but as you all know, Beyond Light was just announced for Destiny, and it's gonna be more of just a talking video. I just want to go over the state of the game and where I think the future's headed and what I think needs to be fixed. You know, from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, we had a huge jump. It was a giant change, a giant, you know, leap, I guess you could say, and some people saw it as positive and some as negative. For me, it was a huge negative because as a PvP player, it was awful. And Bungie brought that back. They fixed the game with Forsaken, and we were on the right path. And then, once the trials came back, it seemed like they had forgotten like where their game came from. The hardcore players seemed to leave the game, and now I don't think that the game really has its identity anymore. With Beyond Light being announced, we saw all these cool changes. We saw Stasis, the Darkness, things that have been rumored for years, finally coming to light in the game. And I feel like we were still left in the dark a little bit when it came to PvP. A huge part of this game has been PvP. Trials really put this game on the map. Trials jump-started careers of a lot of amazing creators, and jump-started the game in general. It really brought it up to mainstream. And I feel like PvP's been forgotten about. We've just kind of let it go as the game's gone along in its life cycle. And you can see that with Trials, riddled with hackers, riddled with problems and issues, and Bungie just doesn't fix it. They don't take that initiative like it's life or death for them. But with PvE, if we have problems, they're fixed. And I love this game and I love everything about it, but I think that Bungie needs to take a directive and look back at Destiny 1. Look back at the success they had before and bring that to Beyond Light. Bring that same energy and that same want to play every day that everybody had in Destiny 1. We had this idea that we were playing for a reason. We loved to play the game. The whole community was so into the story. Even the PvP players, we were into the story. We wanted to know what was going to happen, and I feel like that's been lost. So my proposition for Destiny 2 in the future is to love all aspects of the game. Bungie needs to show love to every side of the community. And I feel like, obviously that's a perfect world, but there's still so much that could be done. Beyond Light, we saw Stasis, we saw the new subclasses, we saw so much that we were rumored to have gotten even in Destiny 1, and now it's finally here, and there's that excitement, there's that joy I feel that the community has. But I definitely think that we need to go in a direction that's more positive with PvP and as well as PvE. I feel like obviously in the times we live in, it's hard to direct when we have the virus going on. I can't say it for demonetization, but I think I like the direction the game's going. I like Beyond Light. I like the announcement. Much better than Destiny 2. When that was announced, that's when I kind of left the game, but I like it. I do like it, and we're getting a lot of new big things. Like I've said 1,000 times, Stasis, new element. I mean, first time we've had a new element since the game came out. New subclasses, really good, Taken King vibes here. We're flipping the coin, but I feel like it's halfway flipped. We're not all the way there yet. Taken King, we had those changes with the actual gameplay, those changes in the game that really made the great expansion that it was. I feel like we need those changes in the game. Not just, oh, here's your new subclass, here's all this real content to get hyped about, but we're not going to fix our actual game. Trials, number 1, needs to be fixed. Hackers, they got to go. We got to fix that. We need to make the Trials experience worthy. Every week seems like there's a new bug. You can't go to the lighthouse. You can't get your loot. Trials comes out. There's no point in playing because you can't get your 3-5 win loot or your 7 win loot. I went flawless and I only got my flawless loot. I didn't get anything else. The auto rifle was out that week. I didn't get it. We have so many bugs in the game that need to be fixed before these expansions need to be coming out. I feel like we need to address those. And with Beyond Light, I'm hyped, I'm excited, but it seems a little heartless, you know? I feel like there's a vibe around the whole community of like, cool, but like, why? Why am I like, why am I excited, you know? I think that with all these cool things coming out, we need to come together as a community to really let Bungie know that there's things that need to be fixed first before we go out and buy their content and fuel our money into them. And you know, I'm not just gonna say every year they release an expansion, I'm just gonna hand my money over. That's not gonna happen. You know, there needs to be a real reason, and the game needs to be fixed. So looking forward in the future, I think that it's bright. I think that things will change. We saw that there's 3 years, you know, left at least. We saw those. I like that they showed us the titles. They showed us that information. I think that was great. And I'm very much looking forward to Beyond Light and seeing what changes actually get made. We don't know a lot right now, but I'm interested. As you can see, you know, stasis is probably going to be the main aspect of this expansion. It's going to be what we really look forward to, and I hope that there's other things behind that to you know, incentivize gameplay. Add a new hand cannon, add new things that PvP players want, add new things that PvE players want. Really just work hard. I feel like Bungie needs to work harder to put out quality content for everybody. And obviously we get to wield the darkness. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed me talk a little bit about the game and where I think it's going. But peace, and I'll catch you later.